Last day I am start one lecture that is system of linear equation. But today I am going to teach you some more important topic which is basically based on. In this segment we study the following contents. So contents are first one study introduction to system of linear equation. Second thing, augmented matrix and elementary row operation. In third segment, study rank of matrices and Roschi-Kaplan theorem. In fourth segment, study the homogeneous system. In five segment, study importance theorem. Okay, that is in five segment theorem. First, study the consistency and uniqueness. In sixth segment, study Cramer rule. And this is only 5.1 maybe. Okay, these are the theorem. The theorem first. Second theorem is Cramer rule. Third theorem is fundamental theorem of invertible matrices. And lastly, some solve MCQ problem. Okay. These MCQ problem based on NBHN, CSIR NET, GATE as well. Okay. So in last class, study some basic concepts about system of linear equation. So in last complete the most of the lecture, but today my target is complete the complete lecture. Okay. So you know the very well what is system of linear equation. Okay. So it is nothing but maybe say that a system of linear equation or say that or a linear system is a collection of one or more linear equation involving same set of variables. So maybe you define like this. Okay. One a linear equation in a variable and the variables are like this: x1, x2 goes up to xn. Okay, is an equation that can be written in the form of like this. Okay, here a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus dot 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 plus an xn, which is equal to b. Okay, so here a1, a2, and and b are real or complex number, where a real or complex. Okay, so these are known as coefficient. Okay, these are known as what? Coefficient. Coefficients and the constant term. Okay, so the essential features in that each variables appear to the first from power and not. For example, that is some points taken, that is x square or sin x are not considered here. Okay, only take some variable and coefficient here. So these are the some essential features. Essential features is that each variable each variable appears to first equations involving the set of variables. Okay, so these are now the definition say that here I am some point are missing. The essential features each variables appears to first. I think here is some mistake here. Okay, appears to the first power and not, for example, like this. Okay, now come to the definition part. That is our next slide. That is, lastly say that a system of linear equation, or maybe say that, or linear system. Okay, is a collection of This point is collection of one or more linear equations involving the same set of variables. Okay, and the general form and metric representation like this. So this is my point 1.1. General form and matrix representation. So the general form is basically like this. Okay, that is, you may be write like this: a1 x1 plus a12 x2 plus goes up to an xn, a1n xn, that is equal to b1. And similarly, you write for b2 and goes up to bn. Okay, so maybe here write like this. Here is some more equations, that is for row 2 and column first, that is x1. Here is some another, that is a22 x2 and goes up to a2n xn. Okay, like this. And similarly, you may be write like this. That is, lastly, say that a m1 x1 for column first, and for column 2 am2 x2 and so on. Maybe write for last, that is amn xn, which is equal to bn. Okay, so these are this system can be in likely representation in the form of matrix form like this. So the representation basically like this. Here ax is equal to b. Okay, and here is one thing for making a coefficient matrix, and second is for x is for vectors of unknowns and b is a constant vector. So here first one write for coefficient matrix. Okay, these are using here as a coefficient matrix block, and for x is our vectors of unknown, and lastly b is our constant vector. Okay, so represent a, that is our coefficient matrix, is nothing but that is the term r coefficient use here. A11 a12 goes up to a1n types, and for second a21 a22 similarly goes up to a2n, and lastly goes up to am1. Okay, and here is for am2 and here is for amn. These are the coefficient matrix, and this is from type m cross n dimension. Here write for x like this, that is x is your vectors of unknown. So vectors of unknown is nothing but that is x1 x2 goes up to xn. These are column vectors, that is the dimension for this vector is n cross 1. Okay, and lastly use for the constant vector, that is b, and b portion is like this: b1 b2 goes up to bm. Okay, that is one more. These are the basic representation here. Now come to the point, that is type of system. Okay, so next point is our types of system. So type basically there are many different type. First one is consistent system, second one is inconsistent system, and homogeneous, non-homogeneous. Okay. So in non-homogeneous, the when a consistent system are considered, then we discuss about their nature of solution. So we may be derived like this, that is the unique solution, infinitely solution, and many solution. So hold for time. That is, I'm a one book, that is Nath Half and Kunj. So here basically there are a lot of things are given here. Okay. So this is a basic the matrix and elementary raw operation. Okay. So maybe you must read the book, that is our which book, that is our Ahmed Kun book. Okay. Okay. In last class, I am saying you many things, but today my aim is to discuss you this type of content. Okay. So hold on second. I have a one more and BHM book, that is some notes are also given and some interesting facts are given here. So maybe it helps you a lot. That is the NVHM book for a National Board for Higher Education and Mathematics. That is for MSc and as well as using PhD entrance exam. So maybe must be purchased this book. All of you, I am suggesting you please learn higher things, that it grows your knowledge and as well as grows your some kinds of concepts which you cannot understand in your B.Sc, MSc. So maybe it helps you lot of things given here, and must read this book and purchase. That is very less price. I think. Okay. So I have one more problem here, and maybe there is only problem book, but now I'm going to teach you some more problem. So sorry, no problem. That is type of system. Okay. So here we divide these things. First one for linear primary divide into two parts. That is our consistent system. Second is your inconsistent system. And next one is your homogeneous system. And last is your non-homogeneous system. These are basic type, okay, which helps you a lot. First one, the consistent system. uh, ये क्या कहता है इसके विषय में थोड़ा समझो. Consistent system, a system that has at least one solution. Okay. Second is for inconsistent system. A system has no solution. Okay. So maybe write like this: data has no solution. And homogeneous system, a system have some constant vector is the zero vector, that is like this: ax which is equal to 0. That is a homogeneous system, and ax which is not equal to 0. That is non-homogeneous system. So inconsistent system may be a consistent system can be further classified by the nature of its solution. Okay, so here some problem, some like this. First one is your unique solution. Second is your infinitely many solution. And last is your no solution. These three terms are basically used for solving many problem. Okay, so wait for a second. Just I am search one things. Then I will teach you. Okay. I have one more problem that is based on. Hold on a second. लेक्चर के साथ बने रहिए क्योंकि नई चीजें ट्राई कर रहा हूँ तो थोड़ा टाइम लगता है और मे भी थोड़ा टाइम इसलिए लग रहा है क्योंकि माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टीम पे क्लास ले रहा हूँ आज मैं. So hopefully here is some, if any issue are coming, so try to understand. These are simple, maybe say that it's very simple things. In case of non-homogeneous, okay, that is I have things. Yeah, here one more things. Consider if you have some system, okay, then Ax is equal to B, you know it very well, okay, and if some given data that is your column matrix of constant, okay, then you consider a system as how, कब आप कंसिडर करोगे कि होमोजेनियस लीनियर सिस्टम है ना, नॉन होमोजेनियस लीनियर इक्वेशंस है, ओके, और कब आप कंसिडर करोगे कि इसमें इनफाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ सॉल्यूशंस आएंगे, और कब कंसिडर करोगे कि नो सॉल्यूशन होगा, और कब कंसिडर करोगे कि मोर देन वन सॉल्यूशन होगा, या और भी सारी चीजें, ओके. सो मे बी डिस्कस लाइक दिस. जब कोई सिस्टम हमारा नॉन होमोजेनियस लीनियर इक्वेशन है, ओके, a system of नॉन होमोजेनियस लीनियर इक्वेशंस है, कोई ले लेते हैं ना, ax बराबर b ले लेते हैं एज एग्जांपल, ओके. सो सबसे पहला चीज क्या करना है इसमें कि फाइंड करना है, क्या चीज फाइंड करना है कि रैंक ऑफ ए जो है एंड रैंक ऑफ ए ऑगमेंटेड, ये टू केस में डिवाइड होगा, ओके. कौन कौन सा केस बनेगा यहाँ पे उसको एक बार समझ लेते हैं. फर्स्ट केस में यदि रैंक ऑफ ए not equal to rank of A augmented B. So ये क्या देता है आपको? नो सॉल्यूशन, नो सॉल्यूशन, और सिस्टम इज इनकंसिस्टेंट। ओके, अगर ये चीज पॉसिबल है देन ये, और जैसे कि अगर रैंक ऑफ ए, फॉर एग्जांपल रैंक ऑफ ए ऑगमेंटेड बी हो जाए, तो इस केस में सॉल्यूशन एग्जिस्ट करेगा एंड सिस्टम जो होगा इज कंसिस्टेंट होगा। ओके, सॉल्यूशन एग्जिस्ट करेगा और सिस्टम क्या होगा? कंसिस्टेंट होगा। और इसके बाद भी एक दो केस बनता है जो मैं राइट डाउन यहाँ पे करूंगा। फर्स्ट केस में जैसे ये कब केस बनता है, जब रैंक ऑफ ए बराबर रैंक ऑफ ए ऑगमेंटेड बी हो जाए। तो इस केस में जैसे कि कोई नंबर ऑफ एन सॉल्यूशन के लिए देख रहे हैं, जैसे कि ये क्या है? नंबर ऑफ अननोन्स हो जाएंगे। देन इस केस में क्या बनेगा? यूनिक सॉल्यूशन। एंड सेकंड में क्या बनेगा? इनफाइनाइट। आप इस पोर्शन को नीचे भी लिख सकते हो, मेरे पास जगह नहीं है, सो आई एम यूजिंग दिस स्पेस फॉर एक्सप्लेनेशन। हियर इज इनफाइनाइट number of solutions. Okay, so these are the basic things must be known for every student. Here is for what? Just I am taking here rank of A, which is equal to rank of A augmented B, and which is less than n, where n is our number of unknowns. Okay, so these are the case in which study in when a system is non-homogeneous linear equation. Okay, where ax is equal to b. I have some. Okay, so must we know about this. And next thing is for a system having homogeneous linear equation, that is ax is equal to 0. Wait a minute. That is ax is equal to 0. Okay, so a system in a homogeneous linear equation, that is from ax is equal to 0, then we study like this. Here gives you always as a solution. Okay, and now your next work is find for rank, go for rank A. Okay, so in rank A, here is two cases are arises. First one for rank of A equal to n, where n is your number of unknowns, and here the rank of A, which is less than n, that is n is number of unknowns. So when rank of A which is equal to numbers of unknowns, then you have unique or trivial solutions, and for each unknowns equal to 0. Okay. And when rank of A less than n, then you got infinite solution. Okay. Of non-trivial solutions. Okay. So these are the basic things must be know and try to write in this format. Okay. In your copy. So it helps you when you are go for the revision time, then you must this. Okay. So hopefully you understand this. And here is one thing since written here, E augmented B. So must we know what is A augmented B, and so these are things that which helps you more. So here some the basic operation based on A augmented matrix and elementary row operation. So you know in class lower. So one thing is that I not tell you what is unique solution and what is infinite solution. So in a unique solution, exactly one solution exists. Then you say that it is unique solution. So in next slide, here I am right. Yeah. So what is unique solution? So in a unique solution, exactly one solution exists. Then you say that the solution is unique. And infinitely many solution say that a parametric family of solutions exist. And one more correction here. Here is in non-homogeneous case, I am right here. Ax is equal not equal to 0. So maybe fix this. Okay. That is your non-homogeneous system. Now move on the next part. Okay. Here is not a small one problem based on this. Okay. So I'm going to try to solve one more problem for you. Okay. So where rank of A, rank of unknowns, you know it very well. Now. Okay. So in this case, in homogeneous linear equation, Ax is equal to 0, where x barabar 0 is always a solution. Okay. These are the solution which have called a null solution or the trivial solution. And one more problem I have, which is basically based on yeah, here is one problem. That is very easiest problem for you, I think. Here is one more example based on adverb. So solve with the help of matrices. The solution. These are simultaneous equations. Okay, must. इसको आप समझ सकते हो जिससे क्या लिखा हुआ है, ठीक है ना. तो मैं लेता हूँ एक एग्जांपल दैट इज x plus y plus z which is equal to 3, and second example is that is x plus 2y plus 3z which is equal to 4. Okay, and last example is x plus 4y plus 9z which is equal to 6. So first make in the form of A augmented B. Then you consider their rank and then apply a row echelon form and row operation and solve the problem. Okay. So first thing is that for this problem, try to change into augmented form. So here augmented matrix for this problem is write like this. When you have A augmented B, then you write must be right like this. Take here the coefficient part of these equations. So here the coefficient is 1 as well. These are okay. So take here is 1 and here is 1 and all things. So maybe write like this: 1 1 1 augmented 3 for second row, 1 2 3 augmented 4. Okay, and the last thing is 1 4 9 augmented 6. So try to solve in the form of operation that you must read in class 12. So here the operations for this are, that is for taking here R21. Okay, so R21 minus 1, and for R31 take minus 1. Okay, so whole thing is which is equal to the minus part, which is 1 1 1, and here is 0 1 2, and here is our 0 3 8. Okay, and here the augmented part is 3, and here the augmented part is 1, and lastly the augmented part is 3. Okay, so must be in the next operation for you, that is operating for raw 3 2, that is for 3 minus 3 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दोगे आप, then what you get like this, that is 1 1 1 minus आप आगे ले लो augmented 3. Okay, here is 0 1 2 augmented 1, and lastly 0 0 2 augmented 0. Okay, so the now you must know how to find the rank of this matrix. So must be the rank of matrix that is non-zero space. So maybe here you see that na ki how many the zero you have. So both are have numbers are already are given in their column, so in their row, and first for all, then here you must be know the their rank. कैसे आप निकालोगे, देखोगे नॉन जीरो कितने हैं इसमें, तो भाई 3 रो हो गया, तो जितने रो हो गए नॉन जीरो उतने इसके क्या हो गए, उसके रैंक हो गए. सो ऑल्सो द ए ऑगमेंटेड बी का अगर रैंक 3 है ना, तो रैंक ए का कितना होगा, 3 होगा. ओके, सो यहाँ पे तो साफ से पता चल रहा है ना कि सिंस द रैंक ऑफ ए ऑगमेंटेड बी which is equal to rank of A which is equal to 3. ओके, 3 क्या हो गए आपके, तो नंबर ऑफ अननोन्स हो गए. ओके, सो द गिवन सॉल्यूशन क्या होगा आपका, जो ये सॉल्यूशन होगा जब ऐसी इस केस में क्या बनता है, इस केस में आपका यूनिक सॉल्यूशन आता है ना. तो आप क्या लिखोगे यहाँ पे, तो ये जो सिस्टम है आपका क्या है, एज अ यूनिक सॉल्यूशन. Okay, so it is a part of which type of equation. So here the equivalent system, one more example for you. Okay, so here I am using, that is for row and for column and something the augmented matrix. So here I have one more example for you. The time is 6:56. I have not more time to explain you, but try to solve. I think I have problem like this, that is very, yeah, one more problem based on the homogeneous system of linear equation. I think it is very small for you. Okay, so that the homogeneous system of equations, first thing the equation are given like this: x plus y gamma. Okay, here is z cos beta which is equal to 0, and here is x cos gamma plus y cos gamma, and here is one more y z cos alpha, which is equal to 0. And lastly, x cos beta plus y cos alpha plus z equal to 0. Okay, so has non-trivial solution. Already it is given has non-trivial solution. कब होगा जब अल्फा प्लस बीटा प्लस गामा विच इज इक्वल टू 0. ठीक है, सो सॉल्यूशन पार्ट देखते हैं इसका कैसे होगा. नाउ कम टू द सॉल्यूशन पार्ट. जैसे इस केस में जैसे आपके सामने जो कोफिशिएंट बनेगा वो क्या क्या होगा, 1 होगा, यहाँ से कॉस गामा, कॉस बीटा, सेकेंड थिंग इज कॉस गामा 1 and cos alpha, and lastly here cos beta, cos alpha, and here is 1 which is equal to 0. Okay, so try to solve in basic manner. So already you have given the matrix, so here is matrix are matrix is your 1 cos alpha, sorry, 1 cos gamma. When I'm writing in the writing pad, so it gives me lot of problem to explain. Here is 1 cos gamma, and next thing is 1 cos beta, and here is one more column cos gamma 1, and then cos alpha, and here is your cos beta, and one more is cos alpha. Here is 1 which is equal to 0. Okay, so try to solve this matrix. First thing is that when you try to solve this matrix, consider one things, that is for taking one part, that is 1 minus cos square alpha plus cos gamma. Next thing is cos alpha, cos beta माइनस का डिटर्मिनेंट, या चाहे तो आप ऐसे लिख सकते हो. दूसरी थिंग है ना, जैसे कि 1 माइनस कॉस अल्फा है, कॉस गामा है, कॉस स्क्वायर अल्फा आ जाएगा, एक यहाँ से ले लिया तो इसका आप फाइंड कर लोगे. एंड सेकेंड ब्लॉक में क्या होगा, यहाँ पे आपका कॉस गामा हो जाएगा, देन प्लस जैसे फर्स्ट लेते हैं कंसिडर करते हैं तो 1 का स्क्वायर कॉस का स्क्वायर अल्फा हो जाएगा. ठीक है, यहाँ आप क्या निकाल लो, इसका डिटर्मिनेंट फाइंड आउट कर रहा हूँ मैं भी. जैसे फर्स्ट केस में लेते हो आप तो ये क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करते हो ना, तो क्या होगा, 1 माइनस कॉस स्क्वायर अल्फा ही आएगा. देन यहाँ मिडिल वाला पोर्शन जब आप देखोगे कॉस गामा के लिए जाओगे. ओके, तो कॉस गामा का क्या हो जाएगा, ये लास्ट का दो थिंग्स आप कंसिडर करोगे तो क्या होगा, ये कॉस अल्फा कॉस बीटा माइनस कॉस गामा आ जाएगा. देन लास्टिंग आप किसके लिए जाओगे, तो आप जाओगे लास्टिंग कॉस बीटा के लिए. तो इन केस में कॉस बीटा के केस में आपको क्या मिलेगा, फिर से वही चीजें हैं, क्या क्या है, कॉस गामा कॉस अल्फा माइनस कॉस बीटा. आप पूरा सॉल्व करना है इसको. ठीक है, लास्ट में आपको क्या मिलेगा, लास्ट में मिलेगा माइनस कॉस अल्फा प्लस बीटा, कॉस में ये टर्म चला जाएगा, अल्फा माइनस बीटा, फॉर्मूला हो जाएगा ना लास्ट में, माइनस कॉस स्क्वायर गामा प्लस 2 cos alpha cos beta and then cos gamma which is equal to 0. ओके, यदि आपके सामने जो टर्म्स होंगे, यदि अल्फा प्लस बीटा प्लस गामा बराबर 0 लेंगे, देन मस्ट बी कंसिडर्ड लाइक दिस. जैसे cos का माइनस गामा, cos हो जाएगा यहाँ पे बीटा माइनस अल्फा माइनस cos स्क्वायर गामा प्लस 2 cos अल्फा cos बीटा cos गामा which is equal to 0. लास्ट क्या मिलेगा आपको, लास्ट में जब सॉल्व करोगे तो क्या पाओगे, माइनस 2 cos बीटा cos अल्फा cos गामा प्लस 2 cos अल्फा cos बीटा cos गामा विच इज इक्वल टू क्या मिलेगा 0। सो ट्रू हो गया ना ये आपका, किसके लिए, यदि अल्फा प्लस बीटा प्लस गामा लेते हैं तो 0। सो ये सॉल्यूशन किस टाइप का है, ये सॉल्यूशन जो मिलेगा वो होमोजेनियस सॉल्यूशन मिलेगा, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि होमोजेनियस सॉल्यूशन में क्या होता है, x बराबर 0 होता है। ठीक है। सो ऐसे ही बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम है जो कि मैं नेक्स्ट डे आपको कराऊंगा। आपको क्वेश्चंस के लिए मैं एक होमवर्क दे देता हूँ, ट्राई कीजिएगा उसको होमवर्क। जैसे कि एग्जांपल है, इसका चेक करना है आपको, टेस्ट द consistency of the following system of equations. ओके, एंड सिस्टम क्या है आपका, 5x प्लस 3y प्लस 7z विच इज इक्वल टू 4। सेकेंड होगा आपका 3x प्लस 26y प्लस 2z विच इज इक्वल टू 9। थर्ड क्या होगा आपका 7x प्लस 2y प्लस 11z विच इज इक्वल टू 5। दैट इज योर homework task. Okay, and one more problem I have. ये बहुत सारे हैं, इसमें इसमें क्या करना है, एक और है एग्जाम्पल, बहुत ही अच्छा है, क्वेश्चंस है ना। फर्स्ट में क्या करना है आपको, अप्लाई करना है, अप्लाई रैंक टेस्ट टू क्वेश्चंस इफ द फॉलोइंग ऑफ इक्वेशंस इज कंसिस्टेंट। सॉल्व करना है प्रॉब्लम, सॉल्व देम। द प्रॉब्लम इज 2x प्लस 4y माइनस जेड विच इज इक्वल टू 9। सेकेंड क्या इक्वेशन है, 3x माइनस वाई प्लस 5z विच इज इक्वल टू 5। एंड लास्ट क्या है आपका इक्वेशन, इसी में थर्ड पोर्शन इक्वेशन है 8x प्लस 2y प्लस 9z विच इज इक्वल टू 9। तो ये सारे आपके जो होमवर्क के हैं क्वेश्चंस हैं, इसको ट्राई कीजिएगा। ठीक है। सो क्लास आपको कैसा लगा, है ना। क्लास आपको कैसा लगा कमेंट जरूर करें, लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें। ठीक है। एक बार रिमाइंड में कर देता हूँ क्या क्या चीजें हमने आज पढ़ी हैं। तो सिंपल हमने डेफिनेशन से स्टार्ट किया, फर्स्ट वी स्टार्ट द डेफिनेशन, देन गो फॉर